I'm David Gilligan, a faculty member in field ecology and conservation. I also teach in the adventure education program, and I really explore the synergy amongst those two programs with students. Field ecology and conservation kind of begins with natural history, personal observation of the natural world, and interpretation of what we observe happening in the natural world. Students also do coursework in biology and geology and other natural sciences, and then move on to exploring other landscapes like the Gulf of California and Sonora, Mexico, the Sonoran Desert of Arizona and adjacent lands, the Colorado Plateau and the Four Corners region, and Sierra Nevada of California. We go to all those places on immersive field programs. Students will also explore community-based conservation in places like Costa Rica and Bahia Quino in Sonora, Mexico. A lot of students will end up doing their final projects, their senior projects, based around community conservation, doing things like exploring restoration of the headwaters of the Rio Grande in northern New Mexico, or doing more ecologically based surveys and studies of things like the distribution of whitebark pine in parks in British Columbia. So students are all over the map, taking the Prescott College model and applying it to the places that they know and love and want to take their lives for their next steps. One thing I think makes all of the programs at the college strong, but particularly field ecology and conservation, environmental humanities, and adventure education, is program integration. The programs all naturally do this just because of the ethos of Prescott College and the nature of the coursework and trips that we do. It really begins with wilderness orientation and then is carried throughout students' time here. But we have a lot of opportunities for doing actual courses that intentionally bring these areas together. Courses like sea kayaking and marine natural history, courses like wilderness exploration, landscape studies, mountain geography, other courses like environmental perspectives and whitewater rafting. These are all on the ground, kind of on foot or on the boat and offline. Oftentimes students will bring this type of integration into their senior projects, really focusing on not just ecology and conservation, but how that ties in with human communities and real places as well. One thing that we do really well is graduate some of the best field practitioners in the country. Some of those field practitioners will be really well trained to become biological technicians working for conservation organizations and public land management agencies like the Park Service and the Forest Service. These students will be out there doing vegetation transects and working with wildlife cameras to capture the trafficking of mountain lions through the Grand Mountain Wilderness area right here in Prescott, Arizona, or other type places. So field technicians, that's a real strong point for the field ecology and conservation graduates, especially those that spend a lot of time in the field. Another thing that we do well is train educators that really understand the cross-section between field ecology, community-based conservation, and adventure education. When people call me to check in as a reference for students who are applying for jobs, whether it be for the Park Service or the Nature Conservancy or an alternative charter school that works with students in the outdoors, they invariably ask me 2 or 3 questions. They don't ask me, does the student know R or whatever software package they need to implement a field tech position. They don't usually ask what courses a student has taken. They ask 2 other questions. 1, can the student live outdoors? And 2, can they get along well with a group of other people? I can confidently say yes, strongly to both of those things and go on to explain many different instances and courses and life experiences that Prescott College graduates have had that prepare them for this kind of work outside and with small groups of people. Yeah, if I could summarize what a student comes out of Prescott College with if they're involved with field ecology and conservation and adventure education, it's 3 things: solid field technician skills, solid outdoor skills, and solid interpersonal skills. That's the blend. A sincere welcome to Prescott College. You've taken a great first step in showing interest in the school, and really look forward to being in touch. I encourage you to reach out to me, David Gilligan, at my college email. Look forward to hearing from you.